politicians should work for us,
All
not
right.
wealthy donors. But Representative Shabbat voted to keep big donors in charge.
There we go. What is up? How's it going?
What the fuck is going on?
It is. What is it? Wednesday. Or Tuesday. March 23rd. I am here to vibe. I'm here to get frustrated at some nerds. Talk about some dumb shit. Maybe play a video game. I don't know. It's been... I accidentally didn't stream Monday or Sunday, whenever I streamed last. I accidentally didn't make my stream title into I'm back. It was just like my regular stream title. So we're back, part 2. I have a Discord now. That's new. ! Discord in the chat for that. And I'm going to be uploading all of my old stuff, or all my VODs, and maybe a few edited vids onto my YouTube channel now, which is right. Oh, come on. Here. Hold on. Right. I'm not prepared. Right. Here. So I've already got a bunch of the VODs up on, including Monday nights, up on YouTube. And eventually I'm going to post like a few edited and more normal vids. But until then, this. Yeah. And I'm really excited for whatever the future may bring, you know? I wonder if you can you delete comments off your YouTube channel? 'Cause damn, there's some motherfuckers already bots in the comments of my YouTube channel. That's annoying. That's so annoying. Well, whatever. Yeah. I don't know what to do. Just gonna chill. Watch some silly politics videos. I've been playing this game a bunch off stream.
If I don't want to make a video
Oh my
like
God.
this of myself, I can just make a really
I
cute
fucking
one.
hate that ad block doesn't work anymore on YouTube. Oh, wait, what?
You're gonna be okay, kid.
Oh, I had ad block paused.
You want a beautiful melody?
Damn. Anyways, I've been playing this game off stream, called Satisfactory, and I don't know. I might play it on stream a few times. Yeah, it's really fun. It's really like chill. It's like a Factorio, one of those like factory games. It's weird. And now I have Bancroft or Better TTV emotes. So classic ones like this. Peepo G. I have Pega. I don't know how to spell it. Pepega. I think I have Easy. Yeah. Cat Jam. Cat Jam. Cat Jam. I don't know what it is. Anyways, a few of those. I think I got... I don't know. I need to... I'm just gonna get rid of those. And new border. And right there, follow goal. 100 followers by May, hopefully. It's not gonna happen. It's totally not gonna happen. But who cares? Why not? 38 days, a follower a day, 3 followers a day every time I stream. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I wanted to look at a Jubilee video because those videos are so much fucking fun. Jubilee Middle Ground. What's up, Qwerty? How's it going, man? Second time in the past month that I've streamed. I'm great. Yeah, no. Hey, man. I was out. I went to my parents to watch their dogs for like a week right after. So I got binked for streaming Omegle. So no more of that, sadly, which I really liked. But I got binked for that. And now, and I went, it just happened that the day before, it's fine. Don't worry about it, man. If you look on YouTube, I'm uploading every VOD to YouTube now. If you exclamate, or it's in the description, there's a little link. And now I have a Discord channel, or a server that, you know, is up and at 'em. We have a follow goal. We have new borders, more production value. I can do this now, and this, and this. What's the discussion tonight? I don't know. I'm just chilling. There ain't much. I wanted to watch a middle ground on religion, and then there was another one that I wanted to watch on. So I wanted to watch, hold on, this one. Too high quality. Yeah. Are you leaving now? Too high quality for you. Is it really? This one, can Satanists and major religions see eye to eye? I thought this would be crazy. And then I wanted to see, I think this one. either that one or one of the newer ones, which one was it? Liberal Christians and conservative Christians. Because I've seen these ones and they're not that fucking. This one's not very interesting in my opinion. But this one and this one, I like the religion ones. They end up being really fucking crazy. So yeah. I'm gonna turn it down just a tad. How loud is that? That's really quiet. There we go. That's good, right?
Hey, are you going a little stir crazy during quarantine? That's okay.
Yeah.
We've got some announcements and ways that you can stay connected.
We're casting for an upcoming series called The Leap. We want to challenge you to reconnect and reach out to someone. It could be a family member that you had a falling out with, or even a friend that you need to ask for forgiveness. If you're interested, please sign up in the link below.
And just a reminder, we have prom coming up April 17th. Don't forget to RSVP in the link down below and follow us on Instagram for additional information.
The invitation that God gives to the people that he made is so generous and came at such a high price to him.
A high price, he gave up a weekend.
He gave up a weekend.
Right.
This is dramatic. Holy shit.
I am a Presbyterian pastor.
I'm a Hindu.
I'm Muslim.
Hi, I'm Lois. I'm a Satanist.
What the fuck is
To be
going
honest,
on?
when I heard of Satanist, my first reaction was something that does not align with my core beliefs.
I think of like a lot of darkness and evil and lostness.
All right, they have music already.
When I think of Abrahamic faith, I think of slaughterings and burnings and mutilations, all in the name of God.
Jesus
For myself,
Christ.
I don't actually have a image or a person or a thing that I think of when I think of Satan. The Arabic word for
This is
Satan is
fucking
shaitan.
crazy already.
He's what's whispering in your ear in a sense of trying to lead you away from God.
Tell me a little bit more about the Temple of Satan. What is that?
One of the things I like about it personally is that they are actively fighting to make sure that every religion has a chance to have a say right now in this country.
I'm approaching this with a spirit of curiosity, love to ask questions and hear more about the perspectives of the people that I'm going to be talking to.
And as for the major religions, I hope to understand why they stayed within their religion if they were born into it, or I hope to understand how they justify their beliefs.
Oh, you've seen this? I won't be surprised if I hate everyone here. But who knows?
Okay, my name's Sean Gendel. I'm a Presbyterian pastor, married to my wife Kelly, and we have 3 children.
There's 7
I'm
people.
Amr
Or,
Isa.
no,
I'm
there's 6.
19 years old. I'm Muslim. I was born and raised in a Muslim household. Muslim my whole life. It's a big part of who I am.
My name is Jason Turgeon. I'm 33. I'm a Satanist. I was raised Christian and have somewhat recently converted.
My name is Ragini. I was born and raised in India, and then I moved here for grad school, and currently I'm a director at Jubilee Media, and I'm Hindu.
I'm Lois. I'm 23, and I'm a Satanist, and I was raised.
I already know Lois is a cunt. I don't want to talk to Lois ever. This guy on the right seems absolutely wild, and I want to talk to him forever. But
Jewish.
Lois kind of creepy.
My name is Richard Lale. I'm older than...
Oh, yeah. This guy isn't real. This is a bit. It has to be. Look. It's hard to... Hold on. Hold on. I gotta... My cat's blocking my camera. Hold on. Fucking... Let me... He's wearing a brooch. What the fuck? There's no way this guy isn't just like committed to a bit like 100%. My cat's freaking out in front of my other monitor.
Than I like to tell people. I'm a Satanist. I was raised Christian, but I am a Satanist.
Christian. I like Tim Burton as much as anyone, but this is too much. Yeah, you're right.
Can I get my Satanists back there on the left and members of major religions on the right? Hell is a real place.
I like having a Hindu in the mix.
I don't actually know, like, when I try to think of what hell looks like to me, I don't think it's how it's been in movies or people just talk about like some fiery inferno. I believe in an afterlife where there is a kind of a good place and a bad place, where what you do here kind of determines where you're going to end up.
Yeah, one of the signs that there is something greater than us out there is that we see something beautiful that we want someone to express our thanksgiving to and our worship towards. And in the same way, on the opposite end of the spectrum, when there are terrible deeds or acts that are committed by humans towards one another, that there also needs to be a place of justice. And so I believe that there is a heaven and that there is a hell, and that the gift of grace that God offers us is so generous that for those who reject it, that there has to be a place of judgment. So
Okay, I'm not religious. I was raised Christian by my parents. And they're pretty devout. I'm baptized. My parents are Baptists, and my sister is Baptist, and my in-laws are Catholics. But man, like sometimes especially Presbyterians need to shut the fuck up sometimes. They seem they're incredibly tame, but they're so incredible. They're so fucking holier than thou. You're Catholic? Fucking Presbyterians act like they're not crazy. I think the least crazy are like usually Baptists and Methodists, and even some Catholics. But man, Presbyterians are always like, I'm not a racist, and I'm not a homophobe. But if you don't believe in God, go fuck yourself. And you're gonna die forever and ever. And fuck you. It's like
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Personally, I would never worship
I swear to God, I love this guy.
a god that would send someone to an
It's all scripted. He has this down to the letter. He has a fucking teleprompter in his brain.
eternal lake of fire to be burned forever for the simple fact of non-belief, when that deity knows what it would take to convince every single person on this planet that is cruel, it is inhumane, it is not kind.
I accidentally hit the zero.
Don't believe in God, I'm sure that
When that deity knows what it would take to convince every single person on this planet
The
that is
Presbyterian's like,
cruel, it is inhumane, it is not kind, it is not generous, and that is not a God worthy of worship.
based. Oh, so based. So based.
What's more, it would be damning the vast majority of everyone who's ever existed for not believing in him for a set of rules that he created.
To be fair, I feel like this presupposes that to burn in hell means that you don't believe in God. I'm sure that there are religions, and I know that there are people who believe that hell is a place for murderers, you know? And when I was Jewish, we didn't believe in hell. They didn't even talk about the devil. I just kind of came upon it myself. I believe that in the event that we have spirits and they will go on to some other realm, it's probably more of a nebulous place than a physical hell, lake, fire, everything.
I don't even believe we have souls necessarily. I'd like to see some evidence before I believe something like that.
He's the atheist. He's the He's the ascended one.
that we're even conscious, let alone like.
We're diving into metaphysical here.
I'm about to have an.
I'm literally studying metaethics right now, and like whether or not we are conscious. I actually there was a philosopher named Nagel who wrote a book, or wrote a paper more, called What It's Like to Be a Bat. I talked about this last stream because it's on my mind. But he's basically like, are we really conscious, or is it just our brain like doing shit? And like, what does it mean to be, what does it mean to have a conscious experience? And is it possible to have a supposition of a conscious experience? Can I truly like understand anyone else's experience? And he equated that to like a bat. Like, I have no idea what it would be like to echolocate. I can assume that it is like seeing with sound, but I completely cannot even imagine what it is like to perceive the world in that way. And that's what he says. He's like, even the most minute moral differences in humans can manifest themselves in such different personal and psychological and moral experiences. I just went on a huge rant.
An existential crisis up here.
Consciousness is fucking wild.
I think the historical Christian position is that the gift of the invitation that God gives to the people that he made is so generous and came at such a high price.
Fucking Giga Chad with the fucking twirly mustache is like, he's like, I want to argue. And I'm fucking right too.
A high price, he gave up a weekend. He gave up a weekend.
Right.
He was God before.
Yeah.
He was God during, and he's God now. He gave up a weekend. If I knew right now that I could go off and die and then not die, where's the gift in that, number one?
I'm able to look at the
Based.
grace that has been extended to
Grace.
me, and I receive it.
I want to make sure I can get a full set shot.
Okay, so the way that I would commonly think of it is,
they're like, man, we know you're fucking wanting to argue to this guy, especially this fucking pastor, but chill. He needs to speak.
is that if I gave up the life of my own son in exchange for your life, that it is okay then for me to make the invitation that God makes towards us.
Is that moral?
Is it moral?
Is it moral? On a corporeal level.
Jesus took on the penalty that I deserved for the sins that I committed, if we're looking at the traditional Christian faith. And so I receive his gift of grace and as a payment for the things that I had done. So your question, is it moral or is it just? Is it fair? I'm able as a Christian to say, no, it's not fair because I deserve the punishment that he took on himself. Faith to me is everything. We grew up in a household of faith and learned to love Jesus and love the church and serve the church from the family that I grew up in. And so my wife and I have embraced that same life of faith, and we have taught the Christian faith to our children to understand themselves and their world.
What? He's like, yeah, I was raised. He could have just said, yeah, I was raised Christian. Now my kids are being raised Christian. Done.
Because of him and his teaching.
I believe there is a higher purpose in life.
I mean...
Yeah, I think I strongly believe there's a higher purpose in life. I don't think I've found it yet. And
I think this is a little bit fucking leading. Higher purpose? What does that mean? Like a metaphysical purpose? I think there's a higher purpose in life, in that, like, we have the higher purpose of teaching our children or teaching our youth to, like, survive and, like, giving them good moral values to, succeed in life after death, or life after our death. So I guess you could call that a higher purpose. But if we're talking about like a metaphysical, like non-existent or non-physical thing. I don't know.
I hope, and I would like to believe that I will one day in the journey of my life.
I completely agree. I don't know what my purpose is, and I don't think there's like a higher purpose that fits for everybody. But to me, the idea that there's some bigger purpose has always been very comforting to me. Otherwise, kind of what's the point of all of this?
No, I fully agree. I think that I believe it's a question that we all ask, and it's one of the gifts of faith, in my opinion, so that when there's times of epidemic and war,
Pandemic.
You're right. That's a better
worldwide
pandemic. That we're able to understand.
She's like, wrong word, dumbass.
Understand, even in those situations of difficulty and conflict and anxiety and fear, that there is a higher purpose in life, and that there's more than what we see.
I trouble with the phraseology higher purpose because
He's so based.
again, that denotes.
God, I sound like an idiot when I say that. Fucking political YouTube and fucking Reddit has corrupted my brain.
Do I believe God? No, but I do believe higher purpose, as in love, to give, to be generous, to be kind, to help, to heal, to be there to understand.
The phrase higher purpose it's a loaded phrase.
I struggle with higher purpose because it's like God said,
I choose you.
Yeah, I choose you, and you are going to
This Lois girl is so fucking annoying. Dude. Me too. My girlfriend isn't like as political as me. So she isn't up on all the phraseology and like all the speak. So like I really try to hold back on like some of the dumb shit I have to say.
do
or
this thing.
want to say.
And you're going to continue
This girl's annoying. I don't like her.
doing this thing for the rest of your life, and I really struggle with that.
Can I just ask, and I mean this because I
you
received
can't
your
offend
statement
me.
with that.
I really don't like her. She's really annoying me.
You literally cannot offend me. What's up?
But
What's
that's
up, bro?
very,
Come on.
just curiosity. What
I
if
fucking
everyone
hate this. Why is she saying this?
was committed to this idea that like in the way that you expressed it? So I would say some people that are sort of pro-religion, like I am, would say that in order for us to bind together as a culture and learn to kind of work together and help cause one another to flourish, we have to agree on some kind of higher purpose or a common set of principles.
I disagree. I don't really see a need for having a prescriptive purpose. I'm struggling to even see what you see as the value in saying that you have a higher purpose.
Maybe it's more of a fear or a concern, right? That if everyone got up every day and said that life is all about me, and it's what, and I'm not suggesting at all that that's what you're saying about.
I mean, it kind of is. Like,
It is my belief. I don't mean to interrupt either of you.
Yeah,
It is my belief that one should take care of oneself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody else
Logical self-interest. It's like the only true thing outside of empathy is like the only moral thing is like your own self-interests and your own self-preservation. Without empathy, there is no logical reason to actually care about other people. At least in my opinion. I mean, there are like philosophical reasons and arguments for the existence of caring outside of empathy, or like generosity and you know, love outside of empathy, but I think empathy is one of like the main things, you know.
People who do take care of themselves, they understand that it is balance, and they're not going to go out and cause anarchy and mayhem in the streets.
It can even be like a selfish act to be helping the community around you, and it's still a good thing. It's still important. It doesn't take a higher purpose to make that kind of thing happen.
There's a logical reason to care about your girlfriend, but like, what is it? Well, without empathy. I mean, yeah, for reproductive purposes. That's logical self-preservation, though. It isn't about her. If you had a non-existent or if you had a non-conscious womb that you could pump into and fucking, in 9 months, your child of, somehow a clone of you would pop out, then, yes, IQ. Yes. That's the fucking always. Reproductive is logical self-preservation, though. That's what I mean. Like, it's a preservation of your bloodline. Other than that, it's empathy. Like, if you had a way to reproduce asexually, then there would be no reason to care for a significant other. There's no logical reason that people are in romantic relationships, not solely reproductive. It's empathy. It's empathy and love. And I believe empathy or love is, to an extent, an extension. Like, love is an extension of empathy. In my mind, at least what I believe. Someone's got to raise the kid and bake the cookies. You can pay someone to do that, dude. There's no reason to care about the person. There's a reason to care about the kid, because that's a preservation of your bloodline. That can fall, in some definitions, that can fall under logical self-preservation and like self-interest. Under my own beliefs of like self-interest, reproduction, it doesn't matter. Woman cookies are better. Yes. I baked a sheet of cookies like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. Damn, they fucking sucked. But yeah. You can just get a woman to do it then. Pay a woman to do it. All right. We're going to do liberals and conservatives fight around labels and stereotypes. I didn't want to see Lois again.
I'm a conservative.
I identify as a liberal because I was raised by a super strong feminist mother, and I believe in equal rights for all human beings.
Sounds like you're a communist. Equal rights for all human beings? Economic rights? Huh? Equity overall? Egalitarian housing? Sounds pretty socialist. I don't know if you'd call yourself a liberal, bruh. I'm going to overuse the shit out of that fucking
Definition, I'm a conservative because I voted for Donald Trump.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
By definition, I'm a conservative because I voted for Donald Trump.
Stupid. No. Do not base your political leanings and your political labels of yourself on who you voted for. Get a fucking moral and political backbone and set yourself straight, and don't like fall in line with whatever your politician likes.
The liberal policies are more humanistic, inclusive, and less restrictive.
I believe that my conservative values align most with my morals.
This guy's gonna, that guy's gonna be a fucking raging racist. I can feel it.
Statement is, I am nervous about what is going to happen today.
Strongly nervous.
It has.
Oh, whoa. Whoa. Strong one. To start out. Dude, he said, I feel the vibes. Nobody fucking says this. State the morals you believe.
Policies are more...
Conservative values align most with my morals.
Say those values then. Don't just say my morals. That is why.
Since you were 6.
He gave me the racist
Election at
vibes.
all. Zero. Nothing. I don't care about any local. They go elections.
Hating. That's the
Every
poster.
Take the initiative. My opinion.
Yeah.
I personally think that in my opinion, it's your civic duty to vote.
Yep, exactly.
And I don't see why you can complain if you didn't take the initiative to go out and let your voice be heard.
This is not always the case, man. It's like, what about those who are not citizens? What about people who can't vote? What about people who are not of age to vote? What about people who are not eligible to vote? What about people who simply couldn't make it to the polls? What about people who had work that day? Like, what the fuck? It's such a shitty
People
mindset.
should be going out and making their voices heard, and that should be just general, like what we do, because that's.
No, man. No, don't pull that shit. There are people who just simply are not like. All right.
That's what we are supposed to do, as opposed to, oh, somebody else will take care of it. Oh, it's not my problem. Oh, I don't know.
Disagreeers, come join us, please.
Most of the people I know that didn't vote kind of non-voted their conscience. And yet, I think that everyone should still have a say and a right to be participating, and I wouldn't want to just silence someone
But then they
because
should be
didn't vote.
participating. That's the issue, is they aren't participating.
Did they not
Who
see any
knows?
value in the local elections at all?
Yeah, there's a lot of things other than that's one vote out of probably 40
your,
people.
your friends, did they go, look, I saw no value in any local election at all? Zero. Nothing. I don't care about any local election.
You guys
I don't like that guy.
do realize a lot of the people being affected by Trump are people who can't even vote. So if they're complaining, I'm like, go ahead, complain. You've been here since you were 6, 5 months old. You still can't vote. Are you going to tell those people they don't have a right to complain?
I think those people have a right to complain. However, my
So why did you sit down, motherfucker?
beliefs and my thoughts are pointed towards people who have all of the rights and the ability to.
Okay, so it's if you have the ability to vote and don't, then no. If you sit down for the fucking prompt that says, if you don't vote, fuck you, or like if you don't vote, don't whine. No, it's not as simple as like everyone can vote.
Register to vote or to vote and choose not to.
No, yes, I agree with what you guys, your premise, that if you can vote, vote. People who cannot vote, they don't have that right. That's true. So that's why I disagree.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't vote.
So why the fuck did you sit down then?
all y'all in the comments, you guys can put it in there now.
I think Donald Trump is doing the best job
This is gonna be bad.
that he can.
I gotta think about that.
Oh, come on. You didn't even vote for him. How can you simp so hard for a guy you don't even vote for?
My personal favorite, I don't agree with a lot of the ways he conducted himself in his presidential campaign.
This video came out in
But I think
2017.
If we look at him from
October
before he was
15th,
elected
about a
president,
year
he's
after Donald Trump was elected.
Very, very different
Less than
person.
a year.
We're not in World War III, so.
Barr is hitting the fucking floor, dude. What? He just said he's doing the best job he can because we're not in World War III. Barr is fucking inches from the ground. So low. So low.
We still have the same freedoms. We can still talk about him. We can still not like him. We can still.
That just means he didn't do shit. Like good or bad. What the
all these things, and I think that he could be doing a worse job than he's doing right now. It could be much worse.
That's not the best job. That the prompt was, is he doing the best job he can? He ain't. He didn't.
I think he's doing the worst job that he could.
That's also not true. Holy shit. Worst job? We'd all be dead.
it's like, when did it be okay for him to be the least common denominator? When was it okay for our president, the leader of this country, to be, oh, well, he was not as bad as he could be?
Yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't vote for Donald Trump, but on January 20th, I said, you know what?
Who the fuck?
I hope he does the best job. Just like President Obama did, I said I hope he does, because I have to put my faith in the office of the president, regardless of who holds it.
Shut up. No, you don't.
Whoever that is, they deserve my respect.
The only reason I voted.
No. I fucking hate this premise. Okay, I'm going to talk about this. There's this weird... I think it's most common in conservative circles. This weird idea that because they are president, they are deserving of my respect. No. I have to reject that. You, as like a person, cannot respect whoever the fuck you don't want to respect. And just because some other people in your, just because some people, well over half of the voting population, a little over half, I shouldn't even say well over, decided that this guy would be the best, does not fucking entitle that person to my respect. Even if, I would go as far to say that even if I voted that person in, they still do not fucking deserve my respect. They can have it if I choose to give it, but it is not. It is not a requirement or a obligation on my end to give them that respect. They have to do something in the name of my vote that I agree with and believe in for them to deserve my respect and get my respect. And especially if I didn't fucking vote for him. And then it's even more bold to say that they deserve my respect simply because I was born in the place that they now rule as commander-in-chief. What the fuck is that? You can put your faith in the office of the president. You can believe that the president is good, but that does not entitle the president to the respect of every single American. Because the thing is, presidents aren't always good. In fact, I would say 99.99% of the time, they're pretty shitty. Abraham Lincoln was good, except he was also kind of a shitbag who said that, like, this isn't about the liberation of black people, it's to end conflict. Like, oh boy. God damn, I fucking hate that notion. It especially comes out in conservative circles. This fetishization of the fucking office, and of especially like military and governmental personnel. Just because they exist and just because they do the bare minimum of their fucking job does not entitle them to the respect that I have. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. That pisses me off beyond almost anything in politics. It's like this weird need for respect that conservatives want for the president.
Voted for him, or the primary reason was because Ben Carson came out and supported him. That's how a conservative would behave. He's not going to be swearing. He's not going to go through divorces.
Shut
the only reason I voted for him, or the primary reason, was because Ben Carson came out and supported him.
Of course this fucking weirdo is a Ben Carson lover.
That's how a conservative would behave. He's not going to be swearing. He's not going to go through divorces. He's not going to be on the news saying stupid things. That is what a conservative person would look like to me, not like Donald Trump.
Okay, never mind. He thinks that Ben Carson is more of a conservative than Donald Trump, and that's why, and because of his endorsement. Okay, I thought he was yes. I've met few. I've met some, but I've not as many as Republicans saying you had to respect Trump. I've also found a lot of people talking about Biden's migrant crisis, which is horrible. But for some reason, I wonder why, it happens to be a lot of Republicans saying that shit when it was incredibly hypocritical for them not to say the exact same shit about Trump. Whereas leftists, who usually are pretty consistent on, criticizing Republicans and Democrats, including Joe, who has gotten hella flack from the left. The left, not the libs, and not the Dems.
We go.
The next prompt. I think people of the opposite party are either misinformed or simply do not know better.
Bold. Okay.
I just think that people don't know. You get different experiences, so you're going to learn differently. You're going to see things through different lenses. In
I
today's
feel like
society.
there's misinformation on a lot of the conservative side. You guys have InfoWars. You guys have things that are blatantly saying Sandy Hook was fake, that the hurricanes are to populate climate change, like that we have an agenda, as in, like, there's another reason for us besides saving humanity to try and do something about what we're causing.
It just comes back to, what do you believe to be true and why? I think sometimes.
What do you believe to be true and why? Like, I get that there are different perceptions of truth, but there are some pretty objectively true things. Especially in politics. There are a lot of incredibly subjective and very, very hard to pin down objective things. A few of those are like the crisis of climate change. You can disagree on immigration, on the value that you don't believe that humans should be able to move freely across borders no matter their nationality. You can reject that and you can argue against that. But when it's based entirely on a science, and the majority of the scientific consensus says, hey, if we're not careful, we're fucking dead. And then you're just like, but there are different perceptions of truth, and the way you live might impact the way you see truth. That's a pretty fucking cut and dry truth. That, I get that you can be different, but you'd have to, be pretty actively negating the world to believe that climate change is fake.
When I've had interactions with people that disagree, there's so much emotion attached to it, and it's hard.
Hey everyone. That was an
Hello.
interesting conversation.
I'm glad you don't think we're misinformed. I appreciate it.
Well, I think it's interesting because I was listening to Jen when you were talking about the kind of things that you feel that conservatives disagree upon or think about, and I think you're discussing a radical sect of conservatism.
Which
and
is what is promoted.
It's not.
Conservatism is inherently reactionary and radical. I hate to say it. There are no truly moderate conservatives, because the thing is, they're just liberals who like to call themselves they're just religious liberals. I'm sorry to say it, they are moderate conservatives are just liberals with fucking with a truck. That's the shtick. It's, I mean, they believe in the same economically. They believe the same shit. Moderate conservatives are usually pretty socially left. I mean, it's just true. The more, right you go, the more radical you go. And the thing is, most like radical or most conservatives aren't that right socially. They're pretty middle socially. Like I have a buddy who considers himself center right, like a center right conservative, when in reality he believes in like equal rights for gay people. You know, the LGBT community is incredibly important and should be, you know, carefully tread, and you know, he believes in like Medicare for all, universal basic income, and yet he's still considered by himself and many as center right, as like a conservative, because of his fiscal beliefs. They're just libs. They're just libs.
But that is not what most people are relating to. If you went out and
Most conservatives are just kind of like, you know, cringe libs.
You're associating yourself with those values, so you put
In what way
yourself
are we
on that
associating with
side.
those values?
That it's there. You have the white supremacists who are like, we're Christian. You have the.
But unfortunately, that's not what most people agree with. If you were to
I mean,
do
the same
support
thing
white
with
supremacy,
Muslims. The same thing with. I mean, most of those people are great.
my biggest problem right now is that each party is painted with one broad stroke of everybody falls under 10 things.
Get over it, though. Economics is annoying. I fucking agree. Just give everyone free money and don't tell anyone. Just do it. Just don't tell the businesses, don't tell anyone, and just give everyone a fuck ton of money. What are they going to do? Or, yeah, slime economy. Give everyone slime.
I think making sure.
The challenge, at least the reason I didn't come in, because I don't think the other side is misinformed, but I think we're informed differently.
Exactly.
It's interesting. Social media allows you to interact with people that are very, very different. If you guys friend me on Facebook, you'll see I'm friends with more people that disagree with me than agree with me. I don't care what you believe. I'm really, really, really interested in like 8 whys. Like I believe this. Well, why? I believe this. Why? And that's something that only happens when you develop a friendship or a lot of interaction.
I am proud to be an American.
This one's gonna be fun. I got some shit to say about this one if I want. At the end of this, I'll switch back over to the main camera.
I had to think about that a little bit. It's like,
wait, everyone?
You know, you might
I
love
guess
your
they're
child,
libs.
but not be happy with how they're acting right now. And I see things that upset me and embarrass me about how we are. And yet, our possibilities, the way we respond to people all over the world, or kind of our values, I'm still proud, but
The way we respond to people around the world, like bombing the fuck out of Yemen and Syria and Iran and Afghanistan. What? Oh, libs, man. They make me so mad.
maybe as proud as I used to be.
There's a lot of freedom in what you can say, and I think there's a lot of power in that, because I know a lot of people in other countries, if they say anything about their government, like they'll disappear the next day. And I get to not only voice my opinion, but also live it, being able to do whatever you want to do.
I hate that notion that like some countries other than like incredibly dictatorial states like North Korea, like China, libs shouldn't be I wouldn't go so kind of agree. I hate this idea that like totalitarian states are like one, impenetrable, and two, like unalienable, or not unable to like, you know, be criticized by their own population. The amount of Chinese, like on the Chinese internet, there's like, you know, there's access to the Tor sites and the pretty much the dark web. There are Chinese whistleblowers who survive, and there are Chinese people who are talking about like what happens in China all the time. There aren't that many countries other than like dictatorial North Korea and like Congo warlords and like, you know, Lebanese slave traders. Those are like the big ones that like you literally cannot speak out because you're being kept in like slave camps. Like, the Uyghur camps were pretty quick. We figured that out through, like, whistleblowers pretty quick. Like, the Uyghur genocide, it's happening, and we know. And it wasn't that hard to figure it out. Like, just because it's a semi-totalitarian regime doesn't mean it's impenetrable. They can speak out. It is prevented by law, but I wouldn't say they disappear the next day. You know?
Do make who you want out of yourself. I think that's something awesome.
And again, there are very few countries where even that's the case. There are like a few countries where it is the case where you literally cannot speak out. There are just a few more where, like, it's China and it's like it's very dangerous to speak out. And almost the rest of the world, it's pretty okay to, like, criticize the government. Like, it happens. Like, all the time. There are a lot of places where you're allowed to criticize the government and speak freely. Or speak relatively freely. You know? I mean, you can't say, like, I'm going to kill the president or in a video game. That kind of shit. You can't say that. But, like, there are a lot of states in the world in which you can speak relatively freely.
I was surprised by someone's response today.
Ugh. Alright, the rest of this is going to just be rad lib shit.
I thought the idea of how this was going to be, that there would be more polarized, more agreement, and
I want to get a Nazi, a tanky, a anarchist socialist, and an ANCAP together to do this. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Weird. I don't know if I want to watch this one. Oh, I remember this guy.
You have an agenda, and you're trying to fit the Bible into that agenda. Without the gospel, people are going to hell. And that's a very serious issue, more serious than sexual orientation or...
No mega lol. Sorry. Ooh. Young America Foundation Best of Ben Shapiro. We're going to watch that later. Accidentally. Oh, fuck. I moved my image. Oh, my God. Oh, I fucked it up. I just got a new fucking thing, and I already fucked it up. All right. Sorry, I had to make sure my shit was in order. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I feel like Christian, like, ultra shit is getting annoying. They're so basic. What should my new font say? Shooting the shit with the lads. Nah, we'll just do that. Shooting the shit. Do I have a political belief that got me into politics? That's actually really interesting. I don't know. Huh. I'd have to, like, rack my brain for a night. I'll get back to you on that, like, another stream. Ask me that question again, because I need time to think about it. Like, I just don't have very good long-term memory. Or I just don't have good memory other than memorizing random shit. I don't know. I'd have to like try and think back. As far as I can remember, not really. I mean, I think everyone sort of started getting more political in the past half decade. And I've been pretty political for a while. I used to be like kind of lib right type guy. Like I used to be a capitalist. And then I kind of had a tanky phase. And I used to be like a commie. Like a really cringe commie. And all my friends knew I was a communist. So I got bullied for it. Like, actually. All my friends called me communist. Like, derogatorily, I should say. But no, I don't know. Because I've been, obviously in the past 2 years, I've gotten far more interested in politics by, like, taking political philosophy and shit like that. But I'd have to rack my brain to see what, like, really radicalized me. Because I've always been kind of radical in my beliefs, but what radicalized me to be more interested in not just holding those beliefs, but justifying and just play Fallout New Vegas. Oh, the Fallout New Vegas, the least political game of all time. The Fallout series, never been political, ever. Fuck you guys. I'm gonna go play. I don't want politics in my game. I'm gonna go play fucking BioShock. Yeah. I don't know. Yesterday, Monday night was a really good stream. Go join Caesar's Legion. No. I haven't played New Vegas in literal years, and I don't even think I finished the fucking game. But I think it's pretty, like, inherently political if you talk about the story. I want to read a synopsis. Yeah. I mean, like, because I've met people who are unironically like, what are you talking about? My favorite game. Yeah, but aren't the characters like... Yeah, the game's incredibly fun. But I know all of the fucking Fallout series is pretty political in, like, everything it says. But I've met people who are like, no, Last of Us 2 is too political. I want to go play BioShock. Which is like, bro, that's as political as it gets. You are fucking wildly fucking weird if you think that is... Except maybe 4 is kind of political, but really fucking bad story-wise. I agree. Far Cry Primal. All the Far Cry games are pretty... Especially Far Cry 5. But Far Cry has always... Far Cry Primal I've never played, but is definitely non-apolitical. That's like... Probably one of the... I don't know. There's a lot of like, I mean, even like Skyrim is political. The Stormcloaks are pretty obviously like fucking racists, like horribly shitty racists, and like the Imperials are pretty decent, except also they're kind of tyrannical. Mario, I mean, it's about like if you want to get really like deep into idpol and like you want to get political in the sense of like, does it enforce the status quo of a patriarchy? Then yeah, Mario is political. But like, I think that's another one of those ones where it's like, yeah, Bethesda does have boring politics. But like, even Mario, like if you really want to get deep into it and say like that there's like this male savior complex that it appeals to, and the whole story is based upon like this patriarchal belief of like women being fragile and unable to fight for themselves, and speaks about the savior of like of the man saving the woman from these terrible things. I guess you could say that's political. I mean, there's definitely an argument to be made that that's like kind of bullshit, and it's just a game about saving a princess. Yeah. I mean, the further you get along, obviously it becomes less political because it needs to be. They've realized that like people have told them, hey, this is weird, and they're trying to make it as apolitical as possible for money. The more popular something becomes, the less polarizing it has to become. I don't know when Mario came out. Was she? Wow. I mean, hey. Progressive. I didn't know, but you could say the original Mario Bros. Or Mario is fucking political. And I think that's one of the ones where it's a pretty good argument for it not being political, because you could say that this like whole male savior bullshit isn't inherently political and is more just an indirect consequence of like stereotypes of political and worldly stereotypes across the world. That's probably one of the best ones where you could be like, yeah, it's apolitical. I mean, like, I'll even, hold on. I'm just going to look at my Steam library real quick and look at any, like, Cyberpunk. Where do I stand on princess saving policies? I think, like, yeah, Cyberpunk, obviously. Any Star Wars game, super political. The Cyberpunk 2077 game, incredibly political. I'm just trying to look through. Dying Light, that's a political game. Oh, you got a refund on it? I liked it. I've played it for about 48 hours. I really liked it. My experience wasn't as buggy as I thought, or as people had told me their experience was. Mine was incredibly, chill. I didn't have any major. Is Geometry Dash political? I don't think so. I think the best case for like non-political games is like incredibly multiplayer and repetition focused games. Like the game fucking Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Like fighting games and multiplayer focused games are really hard to like. If it's not story based, it's less Bloons Tower Defense. That one you could have a case because I'm pretty sure they have a story. But like there are a lot of like, you know, party games or like fighting games or like entirely multiplayer games that like you could make the like I don't know, Smite. That's a MOBA I play. I would consider that a pretty apolitical game because all it is fighting as mythological creatures, like the set. I mean, like, but like games like Arma, while entirely multiplayer, it is definitely a fetishization of like the military and the military-industrial complex, and could be consumed as a political, like, propagandized piece into indoctrinating people into believing that like the military is pog, you know, or like killing people is cool, and like, you know, destroying the Middle East kind of swag, right? Right, Arma 3? I think you can definitely like perceive those games as political. Whereas Arma 3 is definitely one of those games where it's probably pretty apolitical in that, like, this is just a mil sim. This is a military simulator game. And that's all they seek to do. But in practice, it's the perception of it can be conceived as political. I'm just looking at my fucking Steam Steam installed games now. Any Star Wars game, space Nazis. It's political. It literally is. DEF CON. That's an RTS from a couple fucking years ago. Not a couple years ago. When did DEF CON come out? When did I? 06. Fucking. DEF CON is like about nuclear holocaust, even though it's just an RTS based on like intercontinental ballistic missile crises. Halo's hilarious if you think about what every faction represents. Yeah. Halo's always been fucking wild. Games. There's a really fun game I play called Super Flight. It's just one of those games where it's like I need to use my brain, but not in a hard way. It's called Super Flight. It's like it's a wingsuiting game. And it's roguelike, like it's randomly generated like obstacles that you just have to like fly through. That's an apolitical game. I can't fucking conceive of a way to pull a political like thing out of that. At all. You know. I mean, I'm sure there are ways to pull politics out of fucking Warframe or Enter the Gungeon. But like a lot of it, I mean, there are the Covenant are quite literally spaces long. Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, like, what was it? In fucking, what's the Flood in fucking Halo? I always forget. The Flood are the zombies, right? I've never been a Halo guy. The Flood are like the weird spider zombies, right? Or like the gross exploding dudes. But yeah, I'm really excited about this new the new border. Yeah, Flood are the zombies, that's what I thought. I stopped playing after ODST and I started playing on 2, so there was only like 3 games that I really played. I'm really excited about this new like whole setup. I love this little fucking thingy. Wait, can I? Oh, I could do this. ODST is like a favorite game of all time, along with New Vegas. If I had to put a favorite game of all time, I don't even know what I'd fucking begin to think. One of my favorite games I've ever played is Elite Dangerous. I mean, the Dark Souls games have always been some of my favorites. Elite Dangerous, I have so many hours in that game. It's a space simulator where you like fly spaceships just in the void. And it's so fucking cool. I've played it since it released. Yakuza 0 or Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3, Sekiro. I'd have to look at Borderlands. Any of the Borderlands games except for the pre-sequel. Even though I do like the pre-sequel, not as much as the others. Borderlands 2 and 1. Probably Borderlands 1. Smite is one of my favorite games of all time. Let's see. Damn, this is a fucking annoying song. Oh, I've never been a full achievement kind of guy. What's the Caravan Master? I've only played it like once when I was really young. I just know it's a really good fucking game. Yeah, I already have more hours in Cyberpunk 2077 than the pre-sequel, and that game came out in fucking 2014, 2015. Wanna be with you. Bass City Pop, true. City Pop always based. Yeah, but Monday's stream was really fucking nice. I had a really fucking good time. Caravan. Caravan is a card game. Oh, like Gwent, or like those sort of sticks. Damn. That kind of shit. What's another game that was entirely made for another game? I feel like there's a lot of them, but not. Ooh, Caravan. I'll have to look into it. I need to play that game again. I don't even think I finished it when I was young. I mean, you can with Bethesda or with the Fallout games, you can play for fucking years and still miss like 3 things. 30 games, that's it? I feel like that's easy. Or I shouldn't even. I've never even fucking played the game. Why am I saying that? What's up, Sage? How's it going, man? How you doing? I'm back. Heard some news on the Elder Scrolls 8 and Stars. Oh, you mean Elder Scrolls 6? Ooh. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for Elder Scrolls 6. And fucking Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring is going to be so fun. Oh, I'm so excited for Elden Ring. I'm a fucking From Software cuck. I love them. Procedural generation in a fucking Elder Scrolls. That's going to be so much fun. How's it going, Sage, man? I haven't seen you. Or, you only fucking followed last stream. I'm time blind, dude. You're getting PS5 for Demon Souls? I want to get a PS5 literally just for Demon Souls, too. I haven't played Demon Souls. That's the one From Software game I haven't played. I've played all the Dark Souls games, and I've played all the... and I've played Sekiro and Bloodborne. I haven't beaten Bloodborne because I just don't like playing with the controller very much. I'm a keyboard guy, and I beat all 3 Dark Souls games. I beat all 3 Dark Souls games with mouse and keyboard And I beat Sekiro with mouse and keyboard. What's a game I regret buying? No Man's Sky. Absolutely. I pre-ordered it. Yeah. Pre-ordered that shit. Absolutely No Man's Sky. Definitely. Yep. I'm going to look through like all of my games, not my downloaded games. Among Us? Really? It's only $5, isn't it? I've never played it. I played it once when I was really drunk with some friends. I was fucking hammered. You grab buying Dark Souls 2, that's understandable. Oh, that blows. $5 I should have spent on New Vegas DLC. Understandable. Let's see. What are some games? I'm going to look through. I have... How many games do I have? I have 250 games on my Steam. And I'm going to look through and see what games I regret buying. Definitely No Man's Sky. Ark Survival Evolved, maybe. Oh, Humble Bundle. That's a good idea. Ooh, Rage 2. That might be a good one. I beat that game in like fucking 10 hours. And it was supposed to be so good. I didn't even play the first one, but it looked fucking fun. So I bought it. Let's see. Elder Scrolls Online. That might be it. That might take the cake for me. I think that actually does. Elder Scrolls Online or Evolve. If you don't remember Evolve came out in 2015, and despite being an incredibly fun asymmetrical multiplayer game, it flopped incredibly hard. And then they released it in Evolve Stage 2, which was like they updated it a shit ton and made it free to play. And after 2 years of it being free to play, it fucking shit the bucket harder than anything else. And now it is dead. Totally dead. I mean, servers are totally shut down. Yeah. Oh, that hurt me real bad because I really, really liked Evolve. But Elder Scrolls Online I bought, and man, that game just fucking blows. It's just not fun. Like, I like some MMOs, and I feel like if I get a good MMO, I can really get into it, but Elder Scrolls Online is just, it feels like shit. It looks like shit. It doesn't play fun. It doesn't, the way it works is just not good. Let's see. Oh, I never played Monster Hunter World. I have it. But it came free with my GPU when I built my computer. And I never really played it. I just have it. I only played an hour or two of it. What's another game? It's understandable to not like MMOs. I'm kind of in that boat. Like, I played a lot of Guild Wars 2 and Warcraft. Among Us is for me a mediocre. Dude, Gmod is fucking beast. League of Legends Kappa. Oh my god, League of Legends. You know what a really good indie game is? Grow Home and Grow Up. Those are fantastic games. Grow Up is the sequel to Grow Home. It's fantastic. Gmod is one of the greatest. Oh yeah. I love Gmod. I've been playing Gmod since like I got my first computer. I got my first laptop. Ooh, one of the only games to ever make me cry, Abzu. ABZU. Yeah, I made great friends in Gmod too. Abzu. It is about a 4 or 5 hour game. and it is one of the most beautiful pieces of interactive art I've ever seen. It made me like cry like a bitch at the end. While the credits rolled, the music was so beautiful, and I felt like I didn't savor the game enough, and I cried. I was like bawling. It was like it hit me like a fucking truck. I played it in one setting on a beautiful day with the windows streaming on my face, and I just cannot, like, if there's one game ever I have to tell somebody, like, if you die before, that's what happened in To the Moon, hits you at the credits and you lose it. Yeah. Games like that, man. Abzu, if I ever tell anyone, like, hey, what's a really good, cheap, Abzu is $5. What's a really good, cheap, short game that, like, I can enjoy? It's in the vein of Journey. Abzu is like, oh my god, I like get upset thinking about it because like it's just so beautiful, man, and it's like got one of the most interesting and beautiful art directions. Hyperlight Drifter, I have it, but I haven't played it yet. It really reminds Hyperlight Drifter gives me Fury vibes. Fury is a fantastic, like, Souls-like boss fighting game. Oh, is it? The end of Fury is fucking sad, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Getting all the achievements in Gmod, it might, like, not even... I've never even thought of somebody getting that. What's another game I've really regretted? Besiege. Besiege is a sandbox game where you build old medieval siege machines. Like, you can build catapults, and it's got a really good physics engine. It's just not fun, in my opinion. I didn't like it. I still have it, and I didn't even play that much of it. Battleborn, which was made by 2K, and it came out the same day. It came out the same day as fucking Overwatch, and got fucking wrecked by fucking sales. Oh my god, Battleborn was so bad, and it wasn't a good game either. It still isn't. Yeah. It's not a very good game. Because the thing is, pair a not very great game with releasing on the same day as a fantastic shooter made by Blizzard, you're fucking boned. And they were. It's so funny to me. Oh, a game I will never regret buying. Omegalodon. That's an obscure one. This is my obscure Steam game shit. Released in 2012 with only 300 reviews. It is a $9. Oh, it used to be 99 cents, but now it's $10. It is a multiplayer game in which one person plays as the Omegalodon, which is a giant walking shark, and one person, and however many other people, play as the military, who attempts to stop them. And it's like this voxel-based destruction. It's really fun. I'll never regret buying that because I had a few good hours playing with my friends with that. Magicite. That's a fun fucking game. Oh, I'm like reminiscing as I scroll through my Steam. How many times have I bought Sky? Oh boy. How many times do you want me to be truthful? Okay. So I bought it once. Oh, God. So I bought it once for PlayStation 3. I bought it once for PlayStation 4. My brother bought it for Xbox One. I'm going to count the one that my brother bought too, because I played it too. So that's 3. And then I bought it on PC. And then I bought Special Edition. So 5 times. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh. Xbox, Switch, PC, Special Edition PC, Physical Anthology Edition. How many times have you bought Turret? Fucking see it. Help. Oh. Oh, 5. 0. That's good. Dude, there was a game that came out a long while ago. The last time someone posted about it in their community is 2014. It's called Nosgoth. It was a multiplayer like vampire hunting game. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm fucking going back. What's another game I regret buying? Ark Survival Evolved. Fucking hate that game. I played like 70 hours of that game and it makes me want to kill myself. I hate that game. Let's see. Red Faction Armageddon, the sequel to Red Faction Guerrilla, which is a fantastic game, is a shit version of the first game. Or the second. There's 3 games. There's Red Faction Guerrilla, and Red Faction Armageddon. What kind of a chud are you? I'm not a chud. I'm a Chad. No, I'm a lefty who talks about philosophy and politics and mostly philosophy, surprisingly. Or at least I end up talking about politics and end up shooting off to fucking philosophy because that's what I talk about mostly. But right now we're talking about video games. And what video games we regret buying and how many times we bought Skyrim. Featuring Dante and Knuckles featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. I'd fucking buy that shit too. You regret buying Cyberpunk? I can't say the same. I really enjoyed it. I had a really good time with it. It was one really good gaming experience for me. I didn't have any of the huge bugs. I had the occasional really shitty bleep in or something. But other than that, I had a really good time with it. And I truly cannot say I didn't like it. I really liked the gunplay and the gameplay in general. The driving is terrible, but it just felt so fun. Wait, no way. My problem is that I haven't played the game because I'm just not much of a gamer. Chad. Giga Chad. You're more evolved than all of us. That's gotta be a joke, Turret. You fucking with me. No way. I've never played the Deus Ex games, but there's no fucking way. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm sorry. No fucking way.
Ich muss nur diese Schicht überstehen. Sieht sauer.
Damn, this game is beautiful. Holy shit.
Ich muss nur diese Schicht überstehen.
No way.
Unsere goldenen Jahre.
seit diesen Angriffen und dem Utoleth-Debakel.
Zentralo? Hierher, Freund. Ich hab, was du brauchst.
That's fucking awesome. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's the Knuckles, Knuckles, and Knuckles. That's fucking hysterical. Canonically, Deus Ex and Knuckles are in the same universe. Ooh. Y'all want to watch a Jubilee middle ground on virgins versus non-virgins? That sounds fucking hysterical. That's crazy. I can't believe they put Knuckles in. They put Knuckles in a fucking video game. What's another shitty game I didn't like? Damn. I don't even have that many games now that I think about it. Damn, it's already fucking almost 2 a.m. Ooh, dropping frames. Or at least on my end. I regret buying FIFA every year. That's fun. That's the vibe, sadly. I've never been a big sports fan guy. Or sports fan game guy. You know. No, sports games has never really been like my shtick, my type. I wanted to see how many people watch Smite. Holy shit. Soccer is almost mandatory for you. Yeah. That's understandable. I mean, like, FIFA got you hooked. You have your problem. Yeah, we have it. We're here for you, man. Trust me. You can talk to us. WWE games are fun. Are they? I've never. Again, I'd consider those like one of those sports games, the ones that get released every year. They get churned out. Yeah, I'd consider those sports games, but never like I pray for the day when they make WWE an Olympic sport. Isn't fucking parkour or fucking skateboarding an Olympic sport now? I heard about that shit. Hell yeah. I'd love to hear a song you made, Turret. Either whisper it to me or put it in chat. I make music, or I don't really make music, but September 9/18. What's up, man? What are my economic stances? Pragmatically, I align with a lot of social dems in that, like, I believe in strong social safety nets for Americans and you know, any democratic place to have pretty strong. Yeah, if you want to whisper it to me, try it. Let me know. Oh yeah, it'll tell you. Nightbot will tell you can't, but you can. Like, I still get the link. if you want to send it in chat. It'll just Nightbot will just give you a bink. He flicks you in the forehead. I don't know why. Economically, yeah, pragmatically, I fall in line with a lot of social dems in that, like, I believe we need strong social safety nets as fast as possible. But, like, morally, because, wait, why do you need social safety nets for people who have 2 arms and 2 legs who can do manual labor as well as non-physically intensive jobs? Because not all jobs are paid equally, and not all jobs are paid living wages, at least in America currently. Minimum wage is below cost of living in almost every place in the United States. And those jobs need to be filled. They need to be filled more than all the teenagers in the world can take up. Some adults have to fill those jobs. And if they're not enough to, if companies will not raise their wages in accordance with the cost of living, then social safety nets need to be in place. And yeah, because sure they are. Minimum wage ensures this. What? Hold on, shit. Wait, what? No, they aren't. Minimum wage has not risen in the past 20 years, and cost of living in literally every place in America has gone up almost double. Adjusting for, number one, inflation and cost of living going up. If you took, so here's a little fucking shtick for you. Here's the graph for living wage and, or not living wage, minimum wage and living costs. They went up like this. They went up like this until Reaganomics. Here's cost of living, and here's wages. What the fuck? Happy to discuss. Wait, what? I'm happy to discuss why you think that you, a first world person living in the first world, you do know what a cost of living is, right? Like it costs to not starve. You know the cost to end world hunger right now, man. Google the cost to world end hunger and tell me why America can't pay for that. Why not? Because we live in a post-scarcity era. I'll just say it. There isn't a single human being on Earth who should starve to death currently. Oh, so you're into, intersectionality. Oh, you're one of those dumbasses who is like, oh, you participate in society, yet you criticize it at the same time? How curious. You're fucking... People still starve to death in the world, dude. Are you joking? You have to be joking. You're like, you have to be a troll. Because do you legitimately think that people don't starve to death, not only in America, but in the rest of the world? God, can America pay to end hunger? I'm from Poland. Get rid of this fascistic shithole. You're not actually responding to anything I'm saying. I am. Yes, okay, so I do not know that my criticisms fly out the window because I live in the country that I'm talking about. Do you think fascism means killing Jews? What the fuck are you dumb? You know fascism doesn't need to have Nazis. What the fuck? I don't think you know what fascism is, September. I legitimately, you want to read the, here, I'll pull it up for you, actually. I'll pull up the definition of fascism for you. Just real quick. Or I'll do neo-fascism, because it's even a little bit more, because neo-fascism is the phrase for our current world fascism. Wait, what? I'm not saying America's fascist. What? When did I say that? Neo-fascism is real fascism. You don't even know what neo-fascism means. It just means fascism after 1945. That's literally the only reason. That's the only thing it means. Neo-fascism is a post-World War II ideology that includes significant elements of fascism. I'm fucking reading it right here. It's just fascism, but after World War II. It is real fascism. If you want to say fascism is only Nazism, I'm not saying there is fascism. What the fuck are you talking about, man? You are projecting like a crazy person. I'm like, people call me a fucking schizo. I bet I don't have a job. No, I'm a full-time student. Yeah, I don't have a job. I'm living off the savings I earned. I didn't say there was fascism everywhere. I mean, fascism does exist, like, as an ideology. Do you think... Yeah, because it means post-World War II fascism. Do you think fascists don't exist? I'm not saying there aren't fascists, or there are fascist states. Fascism doesn't mean... Dude, you type like a fucking madman. Fascism doesn't have to have a state. You can be a fascist, like, in personal. Like, I'm a socialist. Does that mean America is socialist? Jesus, you are cringe, man. Fucking hell. Boomer. Tekka, I'm a trans person who has to sit so deep in the closet I practically live in Narnia. I don't have patience to explain to a chud why that's shitty. Yeah. Stop tagging me, man. I can read your comments. Okay. What is fascism? Yeah, I'm gonna... Hey, man, you do that again, you're getting fucking banned. Actually, no, you're not, because I know that's what you want. Anyways, define fascism for me. Yeah, define fascism for me. September. Do it, man. If you're such a big brain who can think so fast, define it. Just define fascism. And then define neo-fascism. Because I think you'll find they're pretty close. I mean, they're almost like right there. It just means one is like newer. I mean, that's what the word neo, or the prefix, prefix, whatever you want to say, is meaning. Fascism is an authoritarian system based around national unity created by Benito Mussolini after 1930s. Yeah. The creative system. Yeah. So what are the values? Like, what are the please stop fucking tagging me. It's so fucking annoying. What are like the aspects? Because just saying the history, dude, fucking shut up. Saying the history, like, I know fascism is an authoritarian system based around national unity. Yeah. Okay. What else? What is fascism? Just saying fascism was created by Benito Mussolini for this purpose doesn't mean that's what fascism is. You want me to read the definition of fascism real quick? Because I have it right up on my screen. Do you want me to? You just quoted the exact same thing you did again. And stop fucking tagging me. It's so annoying. Do you think I'm like in a huge stream? Yeah. You want me to read? The definition? Form of far-right, authoritarian, ultranationalism, characterized by dictatorial power, forcible suppression of opposition, strong regimentation of society and their economy, which came to prominence in the early 20th century of Europe? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, it does to a degree. I think you might actually be brain dead. I know fucking literal Harvard graduates who can't type very well. Not even Stephen Hawking agrees with you. Yeah, that motherfucker couldn't type. Oh, that's so funny. I mean, you know, didn't Einstein have like dog shit handwriting? And like really couldn't convey ideas very well? I don't know. Like, hey, did you hear what I said, September? Fascism is far right, authoritarian, ultranationalism, characterized by dictatorial powers, forcible suppression of opposition, strong regimentation of society and economy, which came to prominence in the early 20th century. Oh boy. Oh my God. And just so you know, neo-fascism is a ideology that usually includes ultranationalist, racial supremacy, populism, authoritarianism, nativism, xenophobia, anti-immigration sentiment, as well as opposition to liberal democracy. Wrong gibberish and wrong definition. Yes. The wrong definition. Let's see. Britannica. Okay. So let me just get this out here. Everyone's definition of fascism is wrong except for yours. Yeah, no, Italian fascism is different. I was talking about neo-fascism. Keep up. You can't keep up. I know you're really slow. Neo-fascism is characterized by that. Yeah, except that's the agreed upon definition. Not Italian fascism. We're just talking about fascism. If you want to talk about like classical Italian fascism, then you got to like get really deep into, but we're talking about like fascism and like shit like that. Also, yeah, you're just kind of wrong. If you agree upon a falsehood, it stops. What? No? Okay, so you're saying that only your definition is right. That's what you're saying. Only your definition of fascism is right. And your definition of fascism only applies to Italian fascism and nothing else. Because that's what you're saying. Unless you want to talk about fascism and not just Mussolini's fascism. Because that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But if you don't agree, I do agree that what? I'm saying that if everyone agrees upon a definition, that is the definition. Because words are fucking made up, man. That's how words work. If everyone agrees that mango means orange, then mango means orange. That's how it works. That's how fucking words work, man. That's how literally language works. And if you... Well, first off, agreed upon by most people. Oh, he's in the show me sources, bitch. I mean, if you want to go Merriam-Webster, Britannica, Life Science, they'll relatively agree. If you want to get, I mean, not word for word because nobody's word for word. Yeah, it almost always has something to do with ultranationalism, dictatorialism, and oppressing opposition, and aggressive nationalism, often racism. Dictionary.com. I mean, like a lot of places. And yeah, Wikipedia, because Wikipedia, if you've ever been to a college, or at least today, Wikipedia is incredibly well monitored. The chances of I'm not talking about Italy, man. You and Tekka are talking about Italy. I don't give a fuck about Italian. I'm talking about just fascism. Fascism is not only Italian fascism. I mean, if you want to say we're only talking about like early 30s and if you're only talking about Italian and Mediterranean fucking fascism, then yeah, sure. But I'm just talking about fascism. I didn't say that. I didn't make that claim. And also, yeah, wasn't he like an ultra cuck for like invading other places and, being pretty anti the minorities that lived in those places? I don't know. I'm not a fucking expert on Benito Mussolini's Italy. But I do know that fascism is not only applying to ad hom get fucked. Yeah, I mean, again, often racism. Xenophobia is not, I mean, there are very few parts of fascism other than nationalism and authoritarianism that are essential to fascism. Dude, you are like the worst chatter I've ever had. And I've had some shitty chatters. I don't know. But yeah, man, I suggest you take a class on fascism. Dude, even the racist of the chat is fucking saying, is like fucking you off. He's the known racist of the chat. But he's funny and doesn't like, actually say shit. Dude, hey September, if you're going to make bad arguments about the definitions of fascism, then get the fuck out of here. Or at least like defend those claims, because you're saying an agreed upon definition is not the definition because you don't say it is. Dude, you are so incredibly cringe. That is the worst comeback you could have made. Holy shit. And you keep lulling, like, or lulling, like you're fucking owning us. Everyone's laughing at you, man. I'm deeply insecure about my hefty girth. Oh, there it is. Wikipedia.org/wiki/Italian_irredentism. Also, yeah, Wikipedia, I mean, at least according to the standards of my university and many others, it's pretty fucking well off as a source. I mean, you shouldn't directly quote it as a source, but it's pretty good for just general information if you're not writing like a scholarly article. I mean, like, if you're not writing a scholarly article, it's incredibly like good for just getting general information and history from, because it's well monitored by experts, whether you think so or not. It is, because I've met them. Surprisingly, the chemistry side of Wikipedia is incredibly populated with fucking nerds and experts, but otherwise it is incorrect. I merely said that agreed upon. Was Italy's fascism not ultranationalist and authoritarian? Because those are the two essentials of fascism. Because they were. Those are not only the essentials of today's fascism, neo-fascism, but also fascism through the 30s and 40s. Because it was. And also, an agreed upon definition is the definition if the experts and literally the majority of people agree upon it, because whether it is based in reality or not, it is it's the truth of what a definition is. Whether you like it or not, or whether you think your definition is grounded in reality, doesn't mean, one, it is, and doesn't mean, two, that it is the definition. It's not like an irradiated dentist. Yeah, man. Italy's fascism was, one, ultra-nationalist, and two, ultra-authoritarian. And that's one of the two incredibly essential parts of fascism. While neo-fascism, tends to lean towards white supremacy and it does in fact mean that the correct what? Since the definition of fascism is not the case of a living language, it does in fact mean that the correct definition is the definition. But if everyone agrees upon the correct definition not being your definition, then the correct definition is the definition, and everyone has agreed that that is the definition, whether you think so or not. And as far as I could tell, every source I could find, at least on the front fucking page of Google, pretty much agreed that fascism means ultra-nationalist and authoritarian regimes that tend toward xenophobia, anti-immigration sentiment, a relate to a mystic past. Oh my God. You are so incredibly cringe, man. Did you say irredentist movement as a tool? Did you just say, no, irredentism isn't fascist, it's just a tool of fascism? You literally just said that. Oh my God. It's not fascism. September, you just said it's not fascism, it's just a tool that fascists use to gain power. It's not fascism. September, dude, you're the one. Nobody's fucking crying in here but you. You've sent multiple pages on about shit that you're not even fucking right about, or at least that every expert on German history and fascism agrees that you're wrong. You need to go get a fucking argument. You just said irredentism isn't fascism. It's just a tool used by fascists, guys. Guys, we can do a racism and a territorial expansion. It's just a tool. Dude, I am so going to ban you. Oh my God, and it's going to feel so good. He literally ran out of... What the fuck? Why so scared? What the fuck? I'm not scared. Anyways, Hitler wasn't an anti-Semite. He just used anti-Semitism as a tool. That's what you're saying, dude. That's like almost exactly what you're saying. You're saying that Benito Mussolini used irredentism as a form, as a way to get power. And that means it wasn't fascism. Dude, there is no winning arguments. If you had any, like, fucking semblance of argumentative prowess, if you knew anything about, fucking just ethical and logical arguments, you would know that there is no winning an argument. You didn't win shit, dog. And neither did we. We just made you look cringe and laughed. And then you said, lol, I won, guys. I won. Yes, there fucking is. You win the argument if you're correct. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, that's not how, like, at least moral and logical arguments go. Oh, my God. We all lost. Ooh. You are so cringe. Did you just make a legitimate personal threat in a Twitch chat? Fucking clip it. You just made a personal threat in a Twitch chat. No, I don't know. I know cringe and based. You just made... Hold on. September. You're the definition of a keyboard warrior. What's up, sports? We're talking to this fucking cringe. Because that's all I know. I look so dumb right now, don't I? Dude, you fucking got owned by like the biggest troll in this chat. Cordy has been here since like day 2 of my streams, and he just owned your ass. September was arguing that Mussolini wasn't fascist for using irredentism, and that fascism doesn't exist anymore. Or at least that's what I fucking grained. Dude, I really don't care that you think that I have 2 viewer chats. I do this for fun. And you're in my chat. Holy fuck. QWERTY's a fucking Chad. I'm the head of the party. Oh, you're the head of the fascist party in LA? I didn't know that was a thing. Y'all suck. I've streamed like maybe 30 hours in 2.5 months. Because fascism sucks, man. That's why. I'll argue with that after September loses motivation. Ultranationalism sucks ass. It's cringe. But September, and I'm guessing you do this for fun? Ooh, I got owned. No, I do not support Israel. Holy shit. What? What a leap. I don't like fascism, so I support Israel. Yeah, I'm sure. Anti-Semite confirmed. He don't like Zionism. Anti-Semite. Nah. Let's go. You're I'm not a nationalist. What? What? How am I a national? Okay. Hitlerite? What the fuck? Anti-Semen. You agree we should cut out from giving it to Israel and Saudi Arabia. What the fuck does that mean? Are you talking about like funding to Israel and Saudi Arabia? Yeah, I don't really care for funding outside of places. But I do not think yeah, you're just a cringe dude. Yeah, at least be more entertaining like September. Oh my god, I got owned because the guy who owned me said I got owned. Holy shit, September. We don't know what the petrodollar is. Dude, not wanting to fund other places isn't a nationalist idea. What? I mean, in the event of like no one. Well, no, you got owned because you're a retard who got owned. Holy shit, the guy who owned me told me I got owned. I must have gotten owned. Guys, I got owned. The guy who told me I got owned told me I got owned. I must have gotten owned. The guy who owned me told me I got owned. I just can't. How could I? Sports ball, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to help you kids from being stupid. Dude, however old you are, you're too old for a Twitch chat. Because holy shit. If I don't have someone like you, how am I going to learn? Yeah. Oh my god, he's so old. He's so old. You're a fucking... This is Mitch McConnell's burner. He's sitting in the Senate chambers. Fucking September 9/18. That's the year I was born. I objectively know more than you people. Yeah. I'm sure you do, man. Dude, okay, you're just annoying. Get timed out for... How long can I do it? 10 minutes. Oh, he thinks we're old enough to be millennials. I'll give you a hint, man. I'm not a millennial. And the funniest thing is, if you're over the age of like 30, you're probably like 15 acting older than you are. If you're over the age of millennials mindset, dude, my sister and my brother are millennials. I can tell you, millennials aren't the people you're thinking of. Yeah. If you're over the age of 30, the thing is, you're like, oh, I'm so scared of this millennial. But like, if you're over the age of 30, I guarantee I could like beat the shit out of you, man. Hey man, I already banned like your buddy. It's cringe. You're conflating actual age with group stereotypes, or groups and cultural stereotypes. Unlikely. Yeah, man. I'm sure you could beat my ass. Totally. Beat up the 6'2", 210 pounds, I think I am now. Yeah. Beat my ass. Come beat my ass. Only 6'2", as if you're like some fucking Giga Chad. Dude, it is 2 a.m. It is 2 a.m. on a fucking... Yeah, man. 6'2" is the default height where you live. Where do you live? Fucking giant? What the fuck? I don't think there's a place on Earth other than fucking, like, tribes in Africa in which 6'2" is the default height. If you don't come here for a fight, I will declare victory. Yeah. The world average height is like 5'7". What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, really? I didn't even know that. I've read stories about these tall motherfuckers who can run after lions because of their long ass legs. I don't know. I that might just be a thing I made up in my fucking brain, but really? Is that true? I didn't know that. Damn. Yeah, dude, if you're in here calling people millennials and being like, I'm so much older than you, I'm so much smarter. Smite Knight, thank God I'm 5'8". Yeah, dude, if you're coming in here and you're not only spewing dumb shit, but then saying I could fight you all, I guarantee you are like one of the fucking loneliest and cringiest homeboys I've ever seen. Oh, that would be funny to see, man. Yeah. I literally could, lol. You wouldn't be the... You made it sound so romantic. Why'd you say it like that? The first leftist I made cry in my arms. Hell yeah. I'm go... How sweet of you. I would love to cry in your arms. I'm about to go make a... Oh, fuck you. So you want to have sex with me? Are you a top or a bottom? I'm first. I'll do whatever. That's so funny. Yeah, man. There are a lot of people in here that I don't agree with who actually like hang out and are really chill. Yes. The left, notable side of all the pedophiles. What? Oh, you're like one of those people who thinks like teaching your children to be open with their sexuality is pedophilia. What is that? What's cuties? Is that fucking Netflix movie that literally leftists got canceled? Okay, so you want children to just grow up, oh, you're probably an abstinence dumbass. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Never mind. You're totally right. I'm sorry. I think children should have, or like, you should teach children to make sure that they have safe sex when they become of sexual age in their puberty ages. Man, I just want children to be safe. That's so pedophilic of me. I've been owned. No sex until marriage. I'm sorry. You literally cannot have sex until you're 45. Everyone knows this. It's to prevent pedophilia. No, you're not even allowed to you're not allowed to know what sex is until you're 18. Because sexual education totally has never failed a society. Oh, wait. Okay, turret. Chill. You were in my good graces. Did he leave? Or, oh no, he's typing out a big paragraph again. He's going to type out a big paragraph in like a Google Doc. And then he's going to copy and paste it so he can respond really fast. Dude, if you think you should teach children sexual things at 16, September is doing his best Ben Shapiro WAP impression. Dude, if you think you should teach children sex education at the age in which they should become sexually active, you're a dumbass. And you don't know how the real world and actual, like, teenagers work. Because if you don't teach children about sex with sex education, then you end up with teen pregnancies and the AIDS epidemic, which was largely transmitted by young gay men because our sex education system failed. Well, and that and a lot of other shit, but, you know, that was a big part. QWERTY is the resident racist. His first message was it was either how racist can I joke or do you want to hear a racist joke? Tech is like, but really, you top? Oh, that's so funny. I don't think children. Yeah, but whether you encourage it or not, it's gonna happen. I mean, whether you teach abstinence or not, it's not gonna stop them. I mean, it's just a true thing. Like, I don't think there's ever been a society in which, like, holy shit, big text, big wall. Ah, yes, the fear-mongering argument. Well, if you don't put creepy people what the fuck? Ah, yes, because we can always trust parents to teach them the good things. Yeah, Jesus. He doesn't know what top and bottom. Yeah. Yeah, you can be a straight bottom. Hey. Quit it. Quit it. Yeah, wow. Holy shit. It's like you're writing a spell. We don't have to trust them. We don't always have to trust them to trust them most of the time. What? Well, yeah, man, but I wish parents would teach their kids about safe sex, but that just doesn't happen very often. I don't think you know that, like, people not only are dumb but are bad parents too. Yeah, you need sex ed, old man. Yeah, that's obviously, I would love for parents to take on that role, but the truth is, that's not always the case. Like, I mean, it's very often not the case. I never got the birds and the bees. It just doesn't happen sometimes. It doesn't happen with some parents. It doesn't happen with, you know. Sure it does. Wait, what? Dude, everybody already knows the basics. Who do you think taught them the basics? Either their parents or, wait, what's this? Sex education? You don't need to teach it. Ah, yes. So let's just not teach them. Just never tell kids about sex ever. And then see how fucking weird those kids are going to be. Just figure it out. That's basically that's it. Just figure it out. If your parents don't tell you about it, then just figure it out. What the fuck? I know you are. What the fuck? Yes, this is so accurate information that you're giving without any statistics and just saying kids already know what STDs are. We didn't even teach them. They were just born with that information. They just learned it naturally through their lives of being a fucking 8-year-old And then when they got to 14 and 15, they already knew to use protection. And there's never been a teen pregnancy ever. Holy shit, top and bottom did not come out of the gay community in the last 5 to 10 years. You do not know anything about gay communities or gay sex, or even straight sex, it seems. September. Tops and bottoms have been around for a really long time. Since like ancient Greece. Did you know? So in ancient Greece, this is actually crazy. In ancient Greece, when a man would come of age around 28 or 29, post their military involvement, this was in Sparta mostly. I took a class on this. Not this specifically, but this was like one of the things about Sparta. I'm like a legit good source of sex information. Okay, well, you are just straight up wrong in the fact that top and bottom came out in the past 5 to 10 years. That was just wrong. That was just a straight up wrong like thing. That's just not true. And I know that because like I knew what like tops and bottoms were when I was like 12. And that was about 11 years ago. Or not 11 years ago. I don't know how long fucking ago that was. 9 years ago. So, Sparta, basically when a man came of age about 28, 29 after their military involvement, they would basically choose a young man about 15, 14 age. There's a phrase for it, and it's basically where the phrase pedophile comes from. It's an ancient Greek like word, and the older man was referred to as like the peditus or something. Then, so that man would choose a younger man about 14 or 15, and he would basically top him for the next, 8 years until they became military. Yeah. Also, top and bottom isn't sex information. Yes, it is. It's like half ironic, half joke, half slang. No. What? Holy shit. No, it isn't. Sex advice and info is like about what you do during. You don't know what top and bottom is. Hold on. No, nobody else chat. September. Explain what tops and bottoms are. September. No, nobody else chat. I'm sorry. September. Please, God damn it. Explain what top and bottom are. Answer the question and I just do it. Don't Google shit. He doesn't know. He's deflecting. He doesn't know what a top and a bottom are because he says it's half ironic, half joke, half slang. It's barely even dom submissive. That's so funny. You don't even know even after we explained it. Oh my god. That's funny, man. And you say we got owned. No, it's not absolutely. I mean there are power bottoms, which I don't expect you to know what that is, but there are dominant bottoms too. It's not always the case. Bottom, at least in the gay community, is usually that who receives. Oh my god. Yes, man. The man who is a bottom does not know what a bottom is. No, he doesn't. Sorry, my cat's fucking with some shit. All right, sorry. I just wanted to see if he actually knew what it meant. Turns out he does not. Dom bottoms? Hot, yeah. I'm not gay. I'm bisexual. It got blocked, but I was gonna say you look kind of gay. Yeah. Surprise. Yeah, man. It's not like I haven't been told. Dude, I don't think you realize straight who's dude, the dick I have taken in my ass begs to differ with your straight who is trying to be a minority. That's cringe. Yeah, my bisexual girlfriend who has had sex with women more times with men than men. Yes, she would definitely agree that they are just white women who are trying to drum up the fact that they're female. Such a good source of sex information. Yeah, man, she's asleep in the other room. Yep. I only stream at night because I don't like to bother her while she's doing shit. He's definitely an epic troll face. I'm just a straight guy who wants to be progressive. What? Yeah, man. A progressive guy. Oh, I can't show that on stream. Never mind. I was about to say. All right. It's actually getting really late. I do need to go to bed. It violates terms of service. September. I was going to show a dildo that I have near my desk. Yeah, man, I don't want to get banned. What the fuck? Scared? You scared of getting banned? Yeah, man. I am scared of getting banned. What the fuck? Yes, man, my hobby of streaming, like, once a... To prove I'm bisexual? Nobody on the stream has ever seen that. And I literally can't show it because it violates terms of service. What the fuck? You are like... Uh-oh, he's projecting. Anyways, like I was saying... What? Like I was saying, I hope you follow September. I'm trying to get 100 followers before my birthday. Dude, no. I bought a dildo to put it in my fucking ass. No, I do. You bet me? I will bet you $200. I have a photo of an actual dildo in my ass on my phone. I will bet you $200. I will send you a legitimate legal contract. A binding legal contract. And I will bet you $200 US fucking dollars. When's the last time I used it? Last week? I don't use it very often, but... Sorry. I don't. I have a photo of it literally in my ass. No, you're too pussy. I will whisper you a photo of an actual dildo in my ass. I'm not joking. This didn't prove it. I don't use it very often. Doesn't prove it. QWERTY is unhappy with the revelation that I'm bisexual. Yeah, I don't talk about it a lot, but yeah, I am. What dumb shit do I have to say? Yeah, I use it once in a blue med because I have sex with my girlfriend and I don't masturbate. Courtney, can we spam some racist jokes? Anyways, no, I don't. Because if I needed to prove the fact that I'm a minority, I wouldn't use it. I would just have it. Anyways, it's getting really late. Dude, holy shit. Stop spamming caps in my chat. You're so fucking cringe. Not the dildo talk parts. I admitted that I'm not bisexual. When? Clip it. Or maybe, just maybe, I don't masturbate often. 2, when I do, sometimes I use a dildo. I'm bisexual. Surprise. No, I use it. I just said not very often. Last week, yeah. I don't use it very often. I mean, last week was like after like a month of not using it. No, it doesn't. Saying last week and I don't use it very often doesn't mean I don't use it. That's the dumbest shit. Anyways, who am I? Yeah, that's not true. Anyways, it's time for me to go. I need to get some sleep. I promised my girlfriend I wouldn't stay up terribly late, and I have. And I love you all, except for you, September. I have a very, very fun. Yeah, man, I do. The bisexual guy does have a girlfriend. And he also has a grinder on his phone. Actually, no, that's a really good way to show you. Look. I have Grindr on my phone. Would a straight guy have that? Yeah, I'm getting that out of here. All right. Good night, folks. I had a really good time this stream. And September can go suck a dick like I do. Ooh, Cass's theme. Thank you for the follow, Tekka. 44 out of 100. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys another time. Yeah, I do. Get fucked. Faggot. Faggot. Alright. Good night, motherfuckers. I'll see you later. Yes, it is. Internalized homophobia. I'm ascended. Good night. Bye. Thank you, Courtney. I really appreciate your message. Hannah hit me up too. It was really nice, guys. I really appreciate it. This is just a bad week. Bad few weeks. All right. Good night. Bye.